questions to the Acting Premier. Let me be clear to all the women in this province. Ensuring that you have equal pay for equal work is not a burden. It is not bureaucratic, and it is certainly not red tape.
Pretty much what you said.
Mr. Speaker, we are asking for a plan and a commitment, and women in this province should expect as much. Instead, we have a Minister of Labour saying one thing when she was in opposition and another thing when she was in government.
Shame on you.
Mr. Speaker, on April 11, 2017, the now Minister of Labour stated that the women of this province deserve equal pay for work of equal value, and yet they still do not have it. Will the Acting Premier ensure that this minister follows through on what she said in opposition when she was over here on this side of the bench, and ensure that all women receive equal pay for equal work and implement the Pay Transparency Act today?
Members, please take their seats. Deputy Premier.
Thank you. Well, the ministry is already working very hard to ensure that women receive equal pay for equal work, and as the member would know well, this is a legislated requirement under the Pay Equity Act of 1987. However, the Pay Transparency Act is something quite different.
Order.
And I think that the member will know that the Pay Transparency Act is about reporting and publishing information about compensation. It is not about pay equity. That is what the Pay Equity Act deals with.
Opposition, come to order.
The Liberal government rushed out the Pay Transparency Act, it should be noted, just ahead of the last election, it contained no regulations, no guidelines, no information as how it would be enacted. And, in fact, the members of the committee, the Gender Wage Gap Steering Committee, indicated that it would probably take 3 years for that to be enacted. So that is being worked on. We have delayed it so that we could enter into those consultations that must be had so that we understand exactly where we...
Thank you. Thank you. The member for Hamilton East Stony Creek and the member for Waterloo must come to order. Next question.